All right, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the video is Questions Remain 16 Months After the Dual Raids on an Area 51 Website Creator. Guys, I remember this. And it was absolutely wild, right? So you have this guy who is, let's just say he's obsessed with Area 51, right? I mean, I think he was the guy who led the charge of when everyone was trying to get together and try to get into Area 51. He led that charge. He did that, right? And so the federal government, they were absolutely upset with the fact that he would do such a thing. And let's see how this goes. I'm guessing hopefully they explain that here, guys. But let's jump into it.
Now, more than 16 months ago, teams of heavily armed federal agents kicked in the doors of 2 Nevada homes to serve search warrants that remain mysterious to this day.
Now, the homes are owned by a website creator who has spent years focusing on the world's most enigmatic military base, and that's Area 51. Chief Investigator George Knapp broke the story of the original raids and is here with an update.
You know, we'd like to tell you we know exactly why the search warrants were authorized and what the feds were seeking when they pulled their guns and kicked in doors way back in November 2022. But like everything else related to Area 51, the truth is elusive and murky.
And I hear this banging and a voice.
Retired software designer Jorg Arnu was barely awake in the early morning hours of November 3rd, 2022, when all hell broke loose at his home in tiny Rachel, Nevada. Not far from the outskirts of Area 51, the world's best-known secret base.
The door of my house, they kicked in, and I'm getting out of bed, and I'm faced with probably about 6 or 8 people in my little hallway with a riot shield, guns drawn, pointed at me, commands, turn around, hands against the wall, and before I knew it, I was in handcuffs, dragged out of my house.
Agents from the FBI and OSI, that's the Air Force Office of Special Investigations, spent hours poking through the home. They seized every computer, hard drive, and camera and barked questions at Arnu in an intense and lengthy interrogation.
I was never told what the raid was all about. I was not handed a search warrant until after everybody had left my house, after the whole thing was over. So I still don't know exactly what it is that they're holding.
And that is absolutely odd.
Against me.
The warrant was authorized by a federal judge, but nearly every one of its more than 40 pages was blacked out. What Arnu didn't know until later was that another team of agents had simultaneously raided his second home in Las Vegas.
Okay, really quickly. So here's the thing. So when it comes to these type of lawsuits, specifically if they're redacted, what you should be able to do is hire a public defender that has the ability or has a clearance, right, specifically to be able to read what's actually behind the redacted information. Because I would expect us civilians do not have to worry about what the Air Force's Special Investigation Unit is up to. We don't have to worry about that. We're civilians, guys, right? So the fact that he was targeted directly is absolutely asinine, to be honest. And the fact that the judge also signed off on this warrant, guys. Yeah, there are a lot of questions here. I have a lot of questions, and I had nothing to do with this.
That door was also bashed in, guns were drawn, and his girlfriend was interrogated. Agents reportedly told the girlfriend that Arnu was a fugitive on the run somewhere, which is how they coaxed her into giving up the names of Arnu's friends and associates.
They must have exercised a lot of force.
Altogether, the busted doors, seized property, and legal fees have cost Arnu a bundle.
All in all, I'm about $32,000 in the hole.
More perplexing for Arnu is that 16 months later, the reason for the raids is still an enigma, like that secret base on the other side of the Tikaboo Valley. No charges have been filed. None of the seized property has been returned, and neither Arnu nor his attorney have been told what prompted more than 24 federal agents to take such dramatic action. The lawyer thinks they may never know, though it is almost certainly related to DreamlandResorts.com, the website Arnu created, a clearinghouse for all things related to the legendary Air Force Base at Groom Dry Lake.
I've been doing this for over...
Oh, no. So that means something on his website was real. Okay? I'm trying to guess here. I'm trying to be an educated guess here. Something tells me that something on this man's website was actual. They would go through it regularly, most likely. And if he actually had some type of classified information, somehow he got classified information and then posted it without knowing that it was classified, yeah, he's going to be a target, if that's the case. But I wonder what it was. Guys, let's get it.
20 years. I'm reporting on things that go on at Area 51 that can be observed from public land. I'm satisfying people's curiosity about Area 51.
Arnu says he's always been careful about what photos get published on his site. He says he does not cross the line by straying into restricted areas and would happily remove any image that goes too far. The agents who grilled him for hours would not tell him if a particular photo on his site showed something it shouldn't have. And whatever justification was given in the search warrant is blacked out for reasons of national security. He isn't the only party left in the dark. Since 20...
Okay, reasons of national security. Let me look back at this image.
For hours would not tell him if a particular photo on his site showed something it shouldn't have.
Something...
His site.
All right, so look at this. Look at this right here. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. All right, if you're posting something like this, that's a little crazy, bro. All right, because imagine who would have access to your website that's public. Anyone and everyone could access your website and see this type of information. I do think that this, it feels like a lot, guys. It does. It feels like more information than is needed to, be put out to the public, bro. Personally. All right.
51.
Arnu says he's always been careful about what photos get published. Indication was given in the search warrant is blacked out for reasons of national security. He isn't the only party left in the dark. Since 2022, Nellis Air Force Base has been pummeled with media questions about the raid, but has declined comment, for good reason. Internal emails obtained by the FOIA website The Black Vault show the Public Affairs Office at Nellis was not told about the search warrant in advance or why the action was taken. Arnu says any foreign spy who wants to see what goes on inside Area 51 could get clearer images from publicly available satellite platforms than from DreamlandResorts.com.
Yeah, but they won't know what the buildings are, bro. Like, you specifically documented what each and every one of these buildings are. All right, you did do that.
He's made it clear to his audience that he won't be intimidated. The website now jokingly declares it's been endorsed by the FBI and OSI.
Are there residual effects for you and your girlfriend who have gone through that?
Up to this date, over a year after the raid, we still have what I would call a mild form of PTSD.
Of course.
In the middle of the night, we hear noise, and it's like, who's coming? What's going on? A number of times, I've actually gotten out of bed and looked around, looked out the windows if there's anybody coming. So there's definitely some residual effect there.
Right.
Of course, also...
Arnu's attorneys say the feds have up to 5 years to decide if they will press charges or not. In the meantime, the website and its owner will remain in legal limbo. So what's going on out there that might warrant such intense secrecy? What black projects are under development in the Nevada desert? We have some educated guesses, and we'll have more on that tomorrow night.
So they released a few pages of that search warrant. Did they even give a glimpse of what they might have been looking for?
A little bit. So it's like 45, 46 pages long. The first 39 pages were not released at all, not even to the target of the warrant. And parts of the pages that were released, as you saw, were blacked out. But the pages that you can read give a couple of little clues there. They say that they're collecting and authorized to seize anything and everything related to a, quote, military installation, one that shall not be named. We can guess, though.
I know you're going to keep us updated.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting and mercurial as always.
Thanks, Good to see you.
George.
Now, more than
Guys, this man should go get asylum somewhere else. All right, because it looks like he was directly targeted by the United States government specifically. It looks like it. I mean, what else can I come up with after seeing all of this? It looks like he was targeted by the United States government. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think it was something that he had on his website that was potentially real, like super real? Like, like they know that's real, it shouldn't be there. How did you get this? You must know someone on the inside. We can go check this man out. That's probably what happened. That's my, educated guess here, guys, right? But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day. thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.